Yo, there's the list. Quick little session again. So you're gonna think about my plays and talk them out. Doffy goes second. Pretty good hand. Monet. Part of me just wants to keep Shaolin on the board and try it out. I might regret getting rid of a 10 cost. We'll see. Just in case he plays Sugar Searcher here. Plus the other level 1, whatever it's called. Ow. I generally starve this deck, but not because I don't want to give them cards per se, just because I don't want to give their Searcher stuff value. So, with no Searcher, we'll go ahead and swing. Take, fuck it. If he wants me to kill his Monet, he's welcome. I am gonna pop it though. Still missing Venus. Goes to 10. I don't think it's a big deal. His ideal play is still gonna be Doffy plus Virgo. Just means he gets to swing 7 if he wants, I guess. So ideally here we find another Mars plus a... we found the Venus. I'm gonna start with Saturn. Get the Mars. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I trolled. It is what it is. I forgot I need 6 Dawn to do this play. So I griefed. Just was clicking too fast. It's fine though. It is fine though. Okay, he does. Should have started with Shaolia. That would have been the play. And I would have found it too. And then Virgo's dead and this game is free. Instead, we have the threat of 10 cost Doffy telling us we can't rest any of these. But if he does that, I think we're happy. I think we're really just scared about another Doffy plus Virgo combo. Guess the question is, do we swing here? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, even though it's a little greedy. Yeah, this game should have been free. Now it's gonna be a little bit harder. Maybe I don't swing this just to entice him for the 10 cost, but... see if you... I mean, I'm happy if he doesn't swing that. Um, Definitely an argument to just counter this. Could also just take. I'm just gonna try to stay healthy. It's fine to give 2 cards when this is our hand size. We assume he's gonna slow a Warcry here, but he could also just like base up and become a 7k for the turn. Okay, he's just gonna rest Mars, that's also fine. Yeah, I gotta get rid of those in trash. How many more 10 costs are we going to need? 1 more or 2 more? Thing is, if he plays 10 costs next turn, which he probably will, he's gonna stun all these and hit me 5, 6, 9, 9. 5, 6, 9, 9, take to 0. Yeah, I don't think there's really time for 2 more. Also an argument to pop Rosie instead of Virgo, so he doesn't get active Dawn next turn, as well as that way he doesn't get active Dawn, and that way he doesn't get the re-ramp to 10 with these, so he doesn't get the chain 10 cost. I think it may have just been better to handle the Rosie, to be honest. But we chose Virgo. And it means Rosie does die next turn, so that's good. 5, 6, 9, 9, we take the 0. No point in swinging the Virgo, the Venus. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. We're not going for it, but we are taking to 0. We're not going to over counter per se. The big problem here is if he chains 10 costs because we ramp again. This is a losing situation that we put ourselves in, unfortunately. If he does it again, it's not. If he tells us we can't rest, right? It's 5, 9, 9, 10. 5, 9, 9. So we need another 4k. It's a little risky. A little risky. It's kind of the same thing though, even if we don't, right? So I guess we will attack and give him the option to chain 10 costs. So we have to hit him at some point. If I popped the Rosie, it wouldn't have been an issue. It feels very like much like he's trying to bait, but I mean I can check a 7 here. Technically, he could have went 6, 7, 7. And if he doesn't actually have 2Ks, then you know. But we're not gonna swing this because we're gonna assume he's just holding slow beam or something, which isn't guaranteed, right? Like maybe he actually just doesn't have anything. Well, I was hoping to find an event or something. But it's not like swinging this does anything. He still has leader effect, right? So The threat here, Usohachi or 10 cost, yeah. I think we die, right? Yeah, we needed another 4K. I think I just played it wrong. That turn I played it wrong the turn I didn't pop the Virgo because I searched with Saturn first. I just wasn't thinking. I went too fast without realizing I need 6 Dawn. Dumb mistakes. If we pop the Virgo, then we get to pop that Rosie, and then it's just free because it doesn't get to ramp back to 10. So that's on me. I swear I never win dice against this deck. Getting a float one because I do want to stay healthy. It's kind of rough. Kind of just want to take the search event, but my gut tells me to take 10 costs, so we're gonna take 10 costs. I think there's merit in all 3 of these. Search event, elders, or Mars are all like there's arguments for them. I think. Find another search event anyway. 7-8. 7-7, float 1, I suppose. Either way. Seen Mars. Found it. I'll see. He's just never gonna have Donder attached to this, right? So that doesn't really do shit. Make our leader a 6K soon, I suppose. 6, play Warcury Pass. Probably not using it this turn though. We're probably just countering 2 swings. If he becomes a 9, I think a 9 with Roger and attaches Dawn, I think we're supposed to counter. We could always just. It's a little awkward because we want to park Nestro into the Roger. See, we'll see. Swings 5 with this. Is it 5-7? I guess is the question. I think I'm just supposed to. It's unfortunate, but I'm supposed to park Nuss, so. Suppose I cycled my Saturn one turn too early. I'm gonna block because I don't think he wants to swing these into the nest. He does. Fuck it, I'll block again. I'm gonna use the Dawn while we have it up. We'll start 7. He is a little healthier than I would like, but it's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe we got rid of our second 10 cost too early, but I think 3 should surely be enough, because we're going to get a lot of cards out of hand next turn. So as long as we find the third, I'm not too worried. We just ran at the smallest number possible, so we'll 2k check. We're still on a float 1. There's not really a point in floating 2. One Uso engrave placed on top. It just becomes, what can he chain Rogers and specifically plays Sanji's with them? So without Sanji, he kind of falls out of pressure. So it's not Roger. So he's kind of in a bad spot per se. If you don't want to swing any of them, you're just like saying you're killing me next turn. It's a matter of, do I want to counter one swing so I have more at life? I could counter. Definitely could counter. Let's see, it's 5 Dawn for 8 plus Elder, plus 4 Dawn for 8. Float 1 plus 6. But we can swing at a Sanji once while it's 5k. So it's probably 88877. Either way, I guess we're saving this. Fuck it. Three Dawn, 4 Dawn for these swings, 4 Dawn for Elder. Then one Dawn to float and 1 Dawn for leader to go 7-7. Yeah, we're gonna get hella cards out of hand because he missed Roger. Sanji dies or we get 4 more cards out of hand, which means he would have to go for game pretty much. If he lets this die, we definitely just go 6 at life. I don't think there's a good point of swinging more. Well, we could just go 8 to be fair. We don't necessarily have to leave up Dawn this turn. 7 basically was out of the order once he lets us die. Probably should try to get more cards out of hand while we can. Pretty sure I have a 10 cost in life, right? 3 1Ks. Fair enough. What did he add? Added giant. So the question is, do we want to commit to going for game? We can think about blocking this last one. I needed to take to find 10 cost in order to have the option to not swing for game. It's still probably correct too. He's used one or two giants. He's used one and he has one in hand. He would have used it last turn, but he could have found multiple right now. Did he place on top? Put on bottom, so it's kind of just hoping to draw into giants off giant. And play a Nami maybe? It's just awkward. It's like, it's awkward committing with ground death. She floats 4 ground death. 4 8s and a 9. It's definitely possible to counter out. This deck's stupid. I think we're just gonna go with this. And he's gonna have to use an Usohachi too to go for game. Which hopefully he'll have to use to counter. Basically, we're not committed to going for an extra turn, but basically are. But we'll see how he counters and stuff. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, fair enough. Games are going quick. Lost dice. Lucky. Let's see what version this is. I'll go ahead and swing. Kind of want them to trigger a body, because that means I can take the 2 before they can Robin burn me. Yeah, I'll just take both of these so I don't get burned by Robin. Well, this will give us a body to start swinging at, unless he just decides not to put it sideways. Which would be fair and smart, I would say. He only swings his leader this turn, so he can get the Robin burn and keep taking hits from life, even though I won't swing at life. He starts with that. Probably just play Kuma instead, I suppose, to heal, but we'll just go 5. Kind of want to go 7, but he has a blocker, and then I'll have other stuff to do with my Dawn. As much as I want Mars, I don't want to bottom deck 2 Jupiters, so we'll hope to find another Mars. Just gonna take. So we can't kid burn life. I just want every card possible, so I just take every life before they can burn them. I'm not allowed to play double Workery here just because of you have to leave some down up for unblockable. Go 6/6, float, play Workery. We're never dead, and he'll kind of have to commit if he wants to get a lot of cards out of hand, which would be fine. If he wants to commit to like a flame split or an unblockable. That's an annoying swing. It will counter it. If he goes 7, okay. Well, now it just looks like he's committed to 9 with this, right? I don't know what he's doing for 2 Dawn. So we'll block this one. Let's go 5. And I'm gonna go 9 at Kuma. Okay. Then we'll just go Mars. Trash Mars, KO. I guess if he's smart, he just doesn't swing this. Oh, well, fuck it, bro, right? Only live once. I'll just see if he wants to give me his 1 card in hand. Give him the option to. 'Cause I'm down personally. Problem is we have used a lot of search events already. But we do have a good amount more. I think. 16. I'm not allowed to not take a 10 cost if I want to chain 3. We'll trash that for 10 cost next turn. I don't want to get too close to decking out. We have enough to live unblockable. That's the main thing. If he does swing, we will just block with Workery right away. Because we're still not in a big hurry to end this game. We have time. That dies. 7. Just all the Kikus, huh? Let me make sure I have a Garp or Shirahoshi so I don't deck out. I have 1 Shirahoshi, 2 Garps left. I guess we trash that instead of the search. We can trash the search next turn. Okay, we'll just trash it with Mars. I don't necessarily need to trash it with Mars, but because I'm gonna swing again, might as well play around him hitting a trigger body by getting rid of that one. If he goes 7 here, we will counter it so we can keep another 7k to go at his face. We have enough counter to use one of them. Now we're gonna try to put him on a 2-turn clock. Okay, that's obnoxious because it also means his unblockable is 16 because that lasts till the next turn, which is funny. 16 unblockable, 13, 15, 17. Could use a Shirahoshi to be kind of safe and get next to card here. Should put another 10 cost and 4k back and get another card. And just make sure there's no chance we deck out. Probably don't need the next 10 cost, but we have enough counter anyway, so then we'll add the 4k. The only small concern right now would be if he triggered another Usohachi and went to 9k. But even if he does that, it would be 18k unblockable, which we have enough for. I mean, this deck literally just has no chance in the Emu. It is actually worse than a Nell into Lucci was. So I don't know if that showed up on recording, but I have a wonky charging cord if it did. These have been pretty quick, so we'll go for one more. They also haven't been the best of games. I just threw against the Doffy. UP just missed Roger. Then this matchup's just unplayable for them. Surprised this deck doesn't play Flame Split, but from my perspective, I think the Thriller Bark has a much better matchup into Emu than the Burn, because I will just take everything. But maybe they're supposed to like not swing at me some turns with their board or something. That way their burn cards are still alive. Even if they do that, I'm not sure how much of a difference it would make though. And even the Thriller Bark version, you can just do the same thing of starve and slowly kill them, so I don't think it makes that big of a difference either way. I don't even know if this was the same guy, but another Doffy. Lost dice this time. Try not to go 0-2 against Doffy. If it happens, it happens. 1-3 in dice. That seems about average. Yep, checks out. Oh, good thing I went with Shaolia, because the other one would have whiffed. Also jerked my mouse suddenly and definitely meant to trash Venus. But whatever. It's fine, because I'm kind of okay with keeping Shaolia on board for a couple turns. Just so I have an answer to Sugar if he plays it with Dellinger. If he plays Dellinger here, we're not swinging. Okay, doesn't. We'll take. Oh, my charging cord is so annoying. I assume it's not showing up on recording, but it is very obnoxious. Trash that. Just missing Saturn. Take our first 10 cost. Again, just leave this here for one more turn. And then here we will not. We're not gonna swing, and we're gonna cycle this. Because I just don't want him to cheat a Virgo out and then play another Virgo next turn. I want to handle the Virgos as they come out. Could have blocked, might have been correct. But let's see. Still need Saturn, so I guess we're searching. Found it. Don't need it to play though. Just need to search with it. I mean, just need it engrave. We are tapping out this turn, but if anything, we have blockers, so it should be fine. I don't think we need 3 10 costs this early, because I don't think we're going to need all 4. Another Ground Death Saturn, another Ground Death Mars would be ideal, but we'll see if we are lucky enough. I am going to poke this turn, and see if he wants to use Leader Effect on anything. I'll go 7. At this point, if he gets rid of this, it just is what it is. Maybe not though. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, he took it though. That's good for us. It's not really a point in cycling. I already have everything. Trash is filled. Nothing good in my hand to get rid of. I want all these on board. If you 10 cost this early, again, it's fine for us. It's gonna go 5, 7, 9. We'll take the 1. It's good. He can't chain them this way, at least. I mean, maybe he's trying to bait me to swing at it, I guess. Would have loved to get a ground death there. Gotta go 9-9 at Virgo. He can make one of them free, but I'm still gonna get. Okay, well that is fine. Still gonna get 3 cards here. So I don't assume they play any 1-cost 4K events. He does get to chain 10 costs now because of that, though, which I guess is a good play for him. It's obnoxious for me for sure, but at least Virgo dies. If he chains 10 costs, which I assume he is, we have to counter 5-9, which we can. Then we're in a predicament again next turn. Chaining 10 costs is just the most obnoxious thing. I'm saying as an emu player. Does he straight up leader effect this? As soon as he leader effects, I almost feel like I have to stop swinging. So I'd like him not to do it too soon. Yeah, because now I'm not allowed to swing because he can play another 10 cost. But at least I got... Which also means this, I can't pop this, unfortunately, as well. Yeah. And we go for game next turn and hope it works out. It's not likely. Once again, a bad spot. The first game we 100% should have won, but we threw. This game is actually just hard. I'd have to watch it back and see what I should have done differently. I don't know if I should have been swinging earlier, but I don't think so. I think not letting the sugars cheat out Virgos before I could deal with them is good. Because as soon as, if he played sugar on, if I swung on 5 and he played Virgo, and then he plays another Virgo next turn, I can't even ground death them. But at the same time, he wouldn't have gone to 8 if he did that. Right? Because he would have went -1 in Dawn and went to 7 next turn, so he wouldn't have played the Doffy. So maybe it would have been fine. Yeah, he just kind of has it without needing anything. I mean, he can just go 10-10. He knows this is Venus. But yeah, GG. Not too sure. He didn't have another 10 cost, but swinging an extra swing there wouldn't have done anything. If I popped Monet, maybe that would have done something. Maybe I just had to get rid of the extra swing. I guess, yeah, I didn't do the math. I don't think I even live if I pop Monet, but I think it gives me higher odds and a chance. So I guess I had to pop Monet and just hope he doesn't have another 10 cost stuff. But he has so much counter, he was never dead, so could have just played an 8 cost and swung out and stuff. Um, but it is what it is. 2-2 through one of the games, so should be 3-1. And maybe I should swing. If y'all have inputs, feel free to let me know in the comments. Because if I swing, he does Dawn minus. The sugar doesn't re-ramp on KO. So he doesn't. If anything, though, he just gives me a card. Like, I don't think it changes the game, to be honest. But maybe it does. Because it. So. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Any questions, advice, just random comments, feel free to leave them. Peace.